Hello everybody, it's me, him here, back with another DBOG video, and this is gonna be more of a video where I talk about the future updates, what is guaranteed to come, kind of like my last video, but I really just wanted to go over the next part of the update, which will be, hold on, for a fact, guaranteed to be, I think it's the training weights. Right now they will stack for slots. Now, if you don't know, the training weights in this game is either, you can either buy it as a game. Is that a person? Looks you, little bro. But you could either buy it as a game pass, like it. I think it's $5. You can buy it as a game pass for $5, or what you can do is grind a million zenny and buy it. Now that is definitely pay to win. Now that's not even me being biased, it just is what it is, right? That's definitely 100% pay to win. We all know that. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about what I like about the update, what the update is, everything like that. Right now, what they're planning on adding is the fact that, if you don't know, when you buy training weights, it only stays for that slot. So if you've seen my other DBOG videos, I talk about how, like, when I was grinding for the training weights during the Christmas event, this is the best time to do it, because I'm already knowing they're gonna have to improve the way that EXP works in the game. They already been reworking like all the quests and stuff. Like, if you don't remember, I think it was back in Boo Saga where they literally revamped the whole quest system, like the EXP. So you literally like get twice as much EXP than you did probably a year ago. Right now, I already knew in the back of my mind, okay, they're definitely going to revamp like how training works, because it's not good right now. It's not beginner friendly. You have to actually want to play this game, and I feel like that's where this game falls off in terms of like accessibility to players, which is also why the compatibility update that came out today is so important, because now it's cross-platform. Slingshotting is more available to PC players now. Well, finally mobile players could join in on the fun. This is going to ultimately increase their player count in the long run. So it might not be the biggest update in the world, but it's the most important in terms of growth for this game, right? And going back into the training weights, what I really want to acknowledge here is the fact that they are deciding to reward the players who either grinded or paid for the training weights. Now, do I personally think it's a scam, a million zenny? 100%, because the prices don't line up. You're kind of forced to buy the training weights. And just as like a 5-second reminder, 1 million zenny is quote unquote worth $20, but you're not going to pay $20 for it, and you're not going to spend a week grinding a million zenny. So what are you going to do? You're going to spend $4 now to get the game pass. That's just how money works, right? That's just how the world works. But what they are going to do is, if you decided to grind out the events, like example, I didn't end up doing it because I just got tired of it. But if you was to, let's just say in the Christmas event, if you grinded up like a million zenny for each slot, because you could get a million zenny in like 20 minutes, dude. And if you got the training weights, eventually when you go to train for the path forms, like Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Rose, Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct, stuff like that, just to name a few, your training will be boosted by 8 times. Like, I don't know how many slots you can have at most, but the training boost per slot is the same as the training weights. They might have to nerf that, obviously, but let's just say if I have 2 slots and both of them have if both of my slots have the training weights, what happens is I should get a 4 times multiplier on my training on any slot that I use, because like I said, it's gonna stack, right? Yo, holy lag, hold on, dude. But yeah, it's literally going to stack, right? And that's super important. And they're they're going to add a reward system for players. Hello, explosive wave, where you at, bro? But yo, dog, hold on. Dang, I got no stat points in, don't it? Hold on, bro. But yeah, it's gonna, yo, bro, I'm actually getting tired of this dude. Come on, Dragon Run, dude. You're telling me? All right, bro. But yeah, as I was trying to say, yo, dude. Gosh, dang, you so annoying. Yo, dog, hit me again. Hit me again. I want you to. Hold on, bro. I need to lock in. Hit me again. Come on now. Come on now. I'm locked in, bro. Dude, I hate having no stats in this game. Gosh, dang. But yeah, this is gonna encourage people to buy more, which is ultimately the goal of any game in general. It doesn't have to be DBOG, and I'm not hating on this game either. What I am doing is giving true criticism. It's not hate if I'm telling the truth, right? Now, yo, bro, you got one more time. Gosh, dang. I should not have struggled that much, bro. But yeah, so basically you're going to be rewarded for buying the training weights. What this means now is if you don't have the training weights, save up for them, or just wait till an event drops to grind for them. You don't have to save up, because I'm gonna be honest, nobody trying to do all that in this game. I'm not gonna lie. But what I do advise is, if you're going to be playing this is on events, the best thing for you to do is to literally grind the events for one single day. Just take one day out of your time, not like a whole 24 hours, but for one day be like, hey, I'm gonna just grind on DBOG so I can, whenever I want to come back to this game, you have a instant 8 times boost depending on how many slots you have. The bare minimum boost is 2 times, and that's without using training weights. So it's super important that you actually play the events, right? Now, what this means for the future, honestly, it's gonna make it like more accessible, more player oriented, because I played this game since it came out in 2016. Obviously I don't have that account anymore, but I played this when this game came out. I played it when it was popular. Like, this game is about as old as time. What is going on, dude? But yeah, this game is as old as dirt, literally. I'm not even like being funny. We all know how old this game is, and it has evolved a lot since I first started playing it. Now, it has not been the most accessible to players. It's been, I wouldn't say lackluster, but what it has been is very grindy. It's always been a grindy game, and the problem with games like this is there is a lot of depth to it. It's very interesting in concept, but it's locked behind, but the interesting parts of the game are locked behind paywalls or hours of your life, and that's just a turn off for any game in general. But some games make it work. Example, Elden Ring, right? Now, it's not locked by paywall, but hours of your life is given to Elden Ring. But that's the whole point of the genre, right? Dark Souls games supposed to be tough. It's supposed to be rewarding. It's supposed to be like, hey, this, you work for this, you earn this, right? It's not supposed to be like that with DBOG, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like DBOG itself it's heavily based off Dragon Ball Z Universe 2. Like, it's not even that, like, that's pretty obvious, right? This is literally Roblox's Dragon Ball Z Universe 2. The same story, same concept. They literally have a time patrol game pass. Like, Come on now, this is literally Dragon Ball Z 2. And what people love about that game is that it's easy to understand, it's easy to get behind, right? Now, the problem with Dragon Ball games when it comes to stuff like that is the rewarding feeling, because you can't have a Dragon Ball game be too grindy to where people feel like they can't just play it and have fun, and you can't have it like so boring and like easy that you just get no engagement from your players. I can give you 2 examples right now. Dragon Soul is a very popular Dragon Ball game, but that game is buns. In terms of quality, DBOG clears, and I mean clears, Dragon Soul. Honestly, DBOG is better than Final Stand Remastered. And I'm talking about pure depth wise in terms of story, quests. The combat is more in depth. Like, it is in general the most technically advanced Dragon Ball game on Roblox, without a question, right? No game comes close to it, and that's just the truth. I'm not gassing it up. That's just what it is, right? But why everybody plays Final Stand Remastered over DBOG, why, unless it's a big update, Final Stand Remastered has more players. The reason why Final Stand Remastered has more players is because it's more player oriented. It's more simple to understand. It's not, I wouldn't say it's rewarding, but it's a lot more available, you know. I don't really play Roblox games like that. I only play JJS and Dragon Ball games, that's it. But I can give you a perfect example. Let's see, Dragon Ball Legends and Dragon Ball Z 2. Oh my gosh, Dragon Ball Legends it can either be the grindiest game in the world or the freest game in the world. Now, I remember I was playing it when it came out, man. Like, I remember when the energy system was trash, dude. You actually had to grind for that. Now, nowadays, it's like, it's so pay to win, it's boring. And don't get me started on PvP, bro. Like, the last horrible meta I had to deal with was Diamond. Like, I had all the Diamond characters, so of course I was abusing that in PvP, right? But here's the problem. After Diamond, I did not pull any high quality units. Like, I was just stuck with Diamond, and they stayed relevant, I'm gonna be honest. Like, but when Ultra, I remember, I think it was Ultra Majin Vegeta, he might have came out after it, unless I'm mistaken, or around that same time. I hated that meta so much I just quit the game. It's just too much going on. It's not easy for a beginner player to understand, right? And I think that could truly save DBOG if they could just make it a lot more simple, but yet still had those complexities for those advanced players. I'll give you an example. PvP in this game is buns. We all know it. Slingshotting is terrible. Like, it looks boring it's boring to watch. It's boring to fight. And that's, of course, I have my own bias in it, but that's how the community feels. That's how the whole community feels. Of course, you got those PvP advocates, which is nothing wrong with that. But the problem is, like, nobody else wants to do that. You can have your slingshotting. They were appealing to the minority instead of the majority. The minority of the DBOG community likes slingshotting, but nobody likes how slingshotting looks. It looks boring. That's just what it is. That's not biased. That's just, it looks lame. But a small percentage of the DBOG community enjoys slingshotting, and the whole rest of the DBOG community hates it. It's just too much. PvP, you can't enjoy PvP in this game, be honest. But I'm gonna save that for another video. I'm done yapping though, bro. I had my fun. I'm definitely, you know what, I'm gonna definitely keep grinding on this slot, and I'm gonna make another video, matter of fact, because I have something else I want to talk about. But yeah, you guys have a blessed day. I love you, but God loves you even more. Bye, bees.